Hello everybody, it's Nicola at the Frugal Cottage and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a good day and that you are staying safe. Today's video is all about my dividend income for March and then the total for 2020 so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So before I start by talking about what I've received, I must say that this is not a recommendation for you to invest in anything that I talk about. This is just what I've invested in and what this pays me. It is not, I am not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you what to invest in. But this is just sharing my journey in this. So dividend income in March. Obviously the markets during March have changed quite a lot. It's been very volatile. They've gone down massively. And going forward that will have a direct impact on my dividend income. Lots of the holdings that I have either suspended or cancelled the dividends for the remainder of this year. Now obviously as a dividend investor that's really disappointing, but completely understandable at the same time. And actually I've got a video planned for next week to explain about how I feel as a dividend investor going forward. So look out for that. But income in March is always quite low. Ever since I started investing, March is one of the months where I have very little in terms of holdings payout. In fact, there is only one that I have at the moment that pays out in March. Now ultimately we are aiming for approximately, and I say approximately because it's never going to work like this, but basically £1,000 a month in passive income would be the dream for early retirement. Now as it happens, some months in my portfolio pay out much more than others, so when I say on average it's not always going to be, we're not going to hit that number consistently every month. I don't think. Some months will be more than others and it will balance out over time. At the moment March is really small in terms of payout, and I need to kind of going forward maybe look at adding some more to certain months. So March is a really low payout month and so is November at this point in time, so things to think about there for me. But in March I only had one company payout, like I said, and this is Sage Group, and that paid me £16.68. That's the only thing that has paid out in March. Now I've had quite a few messages and emails about people wanting to know about how to start investing in the UK. I am actually in the process of writing an investing course. Now again, it won't tell you specifically individual things to invest in. I'm not allowed to. However, it will cover everything from what does it mean to invest, what kind of different things can you invest in, where should you put your investments, or like so many different things to do with investing that hopefully it will give you enough information to then make your own educated research about different holdings. And obviously I share my portfolio quite often and use that maybe as a basis to start your own research. But I am in the process of writing an e-course of that, which you can do entirely at your own pace. I'll leave a link below in the description once that is up. I'm hoping to have that finished by, who knows, it was going to be the end of next month, but who knows what might happen this month if I'm at home all the time. But I'm at home with 2 children. So the total for March was £16.68, which like I said, that wouldn't pay for anything. The aim for the £1,000 passive thing is to pay for all of our, when we retire, not at the moment, our expenses are way more than that, but when we retire early the aim is to have no mortgage. So £1,000 would cover the majority of our fixed and variable expenses, give or take. Obviously it would be quite tight and there'd be no room for error, but it's our starting point. That's what, you know, it's the kind of tipping point between it and not, if that makes sense. So in 2020 so far, bearing in mind we are at the end of Q1 and also going forward, absolutely no idea in terms of dividend income what I might be receiving. I had done a projection at the start of the year, but that was based on a very different set of circumstances, and I don't know just how many of my holdings will suspend their dividends in total. Unsurprisingly, that has to happen because companies need to preserve their cash reserves, if I can say it properly, which is basically what dividends are, I suppose. And so because of the uncertainty, they need to keep their cash like to themselves so that they can ride out the storm, so to speak. So my I cannot talk today. My 2020 total so far is £152.09. Now, this is what makes me nervous because I genuinely, well, I don't think I'm going to make this now unless something weird happens. My aim for the end of the year was to have £1,600 in dividends received, and at the start of the year I projected that with not many changes I would be on track for 1,300, and obviously adding more to investments all the way throughout the year would mean I would hit that £1,600 goal for a yearly total. However, again, that was before all this happened and we're in a very different financial or just general society place than we were when I set these right at the start of January. So I'm going to keep tracking my dividend income, tracking my investments, all that kind of stuff. But we'll see what happens. I was really optimistic at the start of the year, now not so. And also I was talking to someone else online, and not only does it not feel very optimistic for the rest of the year, but it's also, we don't know how long this might take to recover. Because again, nobody knows. Hopefully, you know, things will start to kind of settle down or flatten the curve, as they keep saying in the news. And who knows what might happen. But that is the end of month 3 in terms of dividend income. I must admit, I had hoped it would be slightly higher than that at this stage, and obviously going forward I have no idea. But there we go. So thank you very much for watching as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll leave a couple of links in the description box below if you want to have a read around anything, and I will see you again very soon.